That's right, don't adjust your sets. AJ Francis making a surprise appearance here in the Noble Champions group as the last-minute replacement for Alex Hammerstone. The main event here at NCG Triumph inside the Event Center in LaSalle, Ontario was supposed to be former TNA World Champion Moose versus Hammerstone, but we found out at the top of the card, courtesy of a message from AJ Francis, that Hammerstone, due to injury, would be unable to be here tonight. So AJ Francis, the ultimate opportunist, will take his spot in our main event. It is still a clash of TNA Titans, but it is not Moose versus Hammerstone. It is Moose versus AJ Francis.
And still a first-time ever matchup. And that being said, Sanjay, we get a former TNA digital media champion here in the ring, trained by the Dudley Boys, obviously, former NFL player. This is a battle of the NFL.
NCG fans, you are in for a treat once again. The return of the former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Moose.
Number 15 ranked in this year's PWI 500. We last saw him defeat Kevin Blackwood here in the NCG ring.
And now he finds himself face to face with his fellow TNA brethren and AJ Francis, but there is no love lost between these two former NFLers. Moose is back in NCG. Drafted by the Atlanta Falcons in the 5th round of the 2006 NFL Draft, he went on to play for the New England Patriots, the St. Louis Rams, the Indianapolis Colts. Been wrestling professionally for 11 years, and what a last few years it's been for a man who has learned to trust the system, the leader of the system, alongside Brian Myers, JDC, Eddie Edwards, and Alicia Edwards. Trusting the system has brought Moose back into the TNA World Title picture. Trusting the system has brought the TNA Tag titles back to the system. Moose is all smiles here in LaSalle, Ontario, against AJ Francis. And Francis, no interest in the handshake.
Like you said, no love lost. AJ Francis is here for one thing and one thing only, to finally shut up Moose and put an end to this battle over who is the best wrestler to come out of the NFL.
AJ Francis demonstrating his power early, driving Moose into the corner. Well, hey, whoa, Moose, come on now, family-friendly event.
They like it, though.
Mind Games 101 from the former world champion. Wow. How about standing his ground?
Standing up Moose. Something we don't see very often. Better yet at all.
Moose went for the shoulder tackle. AJ Francis planted his feet, football style, planting his feet on the canvas. Not letting him get dropped by the former world champion. And Moose again looking to rally the crowd here in LaSalle, Ontario. professional wrestling is in the town of LaSalle in 26 years.
And for the first time ever, these two go into battle one-on-one.
And meeting in the middle is both men. Moose has his work cut out for him. And again, AJ Francis won't let himself get dropped. Moose is going to keep trying, though, again and again and again.
He's got to watch he doesn't tire himself out here.
Oh, and forget the shoulder tackles. How about some right hands?
Old school shots to the head.
Oh, and the shoulder tackle effective for AJ Francis. And you know TNA management have got to be watching in this matchup of TNA stars. Yes, this is not a TNA ring, but if AJ Francis were to somehow defeat the former world champion, AJ Francis may be looking at a world title shot in the near future, both in TNA and in the NCG.
Yeah, anywhere around the world. I mean, you see him pop up in MLW. Anywhere, this guy could be on your television set. Of course, he was a nose tackle in the NFL, so you see him going back to his experience back there. The standing up moves. He throws him into the turnbuckle. Chest first.
Say what you will about AJ Francis, a win-loss record to be desired, but he knows how to make an impact wherever he goes. But Moose can't let AJ Francis pick up the momentum here. Here's some chops in the ringside area, bouncing Francis' skull off the apron. And a clubbing blow. 2 clubbing blows to the back of Moose. Oh, and AJ Francis driven in the steel post. Steps, resourcefulness on display by the former world champion Moose.
Use your environment to your advantage. Like you said, resourcefulness. Throwing him into those steel steps is totally legal. He's got AJ Francis dazed here, man.
This is the main event here at NCG Triumph inside the event center in LaSalle, Ontario. And to catch all the other action from Triumph, oh my goodness, stay on our digital platforms. But how about AJ Francis with the pop-up powerbomb?
Nearly KO'd him there.
I was mentioning earlier, full matches on display. You can find them on the NCG YouTube channel.
You can see Moose versus Kevin Blackwood.
Including the fatal 4-way ladder match from earlier tonight here at Triumph. Including the crowning of the first ever NCG North American champion. Congratulations again to Damian Chambers. And Moose beating the count out. But AJ Francis meets him there as Moose enters the ring. Francis using the ropes to his advantage. He's gonna have to break it before the count of 5. Like I was saying before, AJ Francis, no matter where he pops up, really knows how to make an impact, right?
No doubt about it. I mean, everywhere he goes, he makes them talk about him. He makes himself a topic, rather if it be positive or negative, but he always finds a way to tie it back in and make it all about him.
From Flop Dollar to top star in TNA, what a senton. Hooks the leg, and Moose has to power out at 2. And AJ Francis, say what you will about his attitude, he is looking impressive against the former world champion.
Absolutely, this is maybe the most impressive that we've seen, maybe his best match to date. I mean, again, if you went into this match or into this event, you might not think much of AJ Francis going against a former world champion in Moose. But look at where we are now. You never underestimate anyone here in NCG.
Remember, AJ Francis wasn't even on this card 24 hours ago.
The land of opportunity. The noble Champions group.
Never know who you're going to see here in the NCG. As AJ Francis continues to take it to Moose. And Moose is in all sorts of trouble, not the performance we expected out of him here tonight.
Well, he's in a bad spot to say the least. And here comes AJ Francis. Whoa! Flopping over the rope. All part of his plan.
AJ Francis with the running knee to the side of the head.
Oh, look at the stretch applying to Moose's neck and head and arms. It's got to be agonizing pain right now. AJ's just having fun with it too. Look at him. You can tell he's just having a good time out there. He's really got this thing where he wants it.
As the fans here in LaSalle looking to rally Moose back into it. Oh, he went for the splash. Oh, watch out. Francis almost hit his face on the turnbuckle. As Moose now has the big man hooked, but Moose could not handle the weight of AJ Francis, who delivers a big boot to the face. And will this be enough for AJ Francis? Moose getting the shoulder up at 2.
Impressive to say the least. Back to what you said, Sanjay. 330 pounds.
And the NCG fans letting AJ Francis know how they feel about him. Charging up like any strong Moose would is the former TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Extra power here in Canada.
And what a headbutt. Rocks AJ Francis, the former digital media champion. And getting a running start into that chop, and we've seen this before from Moose. Another. Looking for the trifecta. Oh my goodness, finishing with the uppercut. And will the shoulder tackle from Moose finally put AJ Francis down? The switch boot. And now Moose again finally has AJ Francis down into the senton. And will this be enough for Moose to put away Francis, who gets the shoulder up at 2?
Francis is still in this thing. I mean, he's been battered, beaten down in the last few minutes here, but you got to remember what happened in the first half of this match. Now we're pretty much at an even playing field. This thing is tied back up, and this can go either way.
Like 2 touchdowns apiece on the scoreboard.
Pretty much. I was going to say, these guys know what it's like to kind of be at an advantage in a game and then feel that comeback.
Both looking for that final field goal to inch out a victory over the other in this battle of TNA stars, a TNA showcase, if you will, here in the main event of NCG Triumph. And who will get the better of this suplex exchange? Francis with a huge elbow. And can AJ Francis lose the power of the former world champion on display?
With ease is Moose throwing him over his shoulder.
Trust the system and good things will happen. Something good just happened there. For everyone not named AJ Francis. And Moose. Oh, gets met with a high knee. Oh, and what a spear by AJ Francis!
Moose was setting up his own spear.
And Moose with the shoulder up at 2 9/10. AJ Francis taking a page out of Moose's playbook there.
Again, this is the battle of former NFL players in the squared circle. You know they love to use the spear, and who does it the best? This time, Moose was able to kick out of AJ Francis's. I'm sure they're going to be exchanging tackles for the remainder of this one. What's he thinking now? Scaling the top rope, Sanjay.
AJ Francis looking to drop all that weight onto Moose, who meets him there with a chop. And Moose, oh my goodness! Had to get extra elevation on that with Francis seated on the top rope. And they're battling on the top turnbuckle. What a
my God!
Oh my God! Moose got all of it.
I don't know how this ring is still standing, Sanjay, after all we've seen throughout this night with all those crazy matches, Beastman versus Giant Orion, the ladder match, and now another top rope superplex from these two.
And you can see all those matches in full by sticking with NCG's YouTube channel. As both men in our main event here at NCG Triumph want to get another W on blast. Both men back to their feet, trading elbows after that wicked superplex. Almost caved the center of the ring. Francis resorting to the headbutts. Not effective on the former TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Oh, but Francis meets him. And both men with the same idea, trading clotheslines. Oh, and a double clothesline of both men. Both men laid out in the center of the ring. Who's going to be able to capitalize and get back in this one?
Hopefully both men have stored some energy, stored some tactics and techniques to the end of this one, because they're going to have to pull it out from anywhere that they can. Both have tried everything that they possibly have in store, except for Moose. He still has that spear to unleash.
We have seen it all and more here at NCG Triumph. But both men looking for a victory in our main event. As AJ Francis now. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? The referee inadvertently knocked down. Oh, and a low blow by Francis, come on!
And the referee is down, man. The Alabama Slam.
AJ Francis closing in on the biggest win of his life. Hard Moose with the World Championship level resolve somehow gets out of it.
At the last second, 2.9999.
And AJ Francis now, what has he got cooking up here? Going to the outside of the ring.
He must be running out of ideas, so he retreats underneath the ring. I don't think this is a no disqualification match, though, Sanjay.
It is not. And again, are you kidding me? A steel chair. Shades of what we saw in our last match, which you can see on NCG's YouTube channel between Giant Orion and Beastman.
The official's still
AJ
down.
Francis going for a steel chair shot. Moose, oh, with a low blow of his own. Turnabout is fair play.
Whatever you could do, I could do better.
And the discus clothesline drops AJ Francis. And will this be enough?
Oh
No,
my
Francis
God.
at 2. Are you kidding me?
Trying to send him to hell with that clothesline, still not enough. Crowd lobbying behind Moose again. You see the fist pumps, you hear the chants. Calling for it again.
Calling for the hit stick. No. Francis out of the way. Moose driven hard into the corner. AJ Francis looking for the choke slam. No, Moose lands on his feet. Oh, and there's the spear. He calls that the hit stick. Lights out for AJ Francis.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match,
What a main event, Drake.
No doubt about it, man. No jackhammer needed, and now it's time to set the lights out. Moose is victorious here in LaSalle. What a main event at NCG Triumph. Unfortunately, AJ Francis was not triumphant tonight, and Moose picks up a huge win. AJ Francis has something to say.
I got robbed.
He did get robbed, he's right.
Moose,
I was a
he
witness.
cheated, you saw it. He kicked me. Oh my God. My kids. Oh
Tell us more, tell us more. We'll get the rest of that after the event. AJ Francis feels that he was cheated out of that victory. He might have a little bit of explaining to do.